welcome to my first Facebook Live from my own homepage. I usually do them from my Facebook group room, which is called the Love Room. But here we go. Yeah, I just got off the phone, a Skype session with a client, and just wanted to share some things that were kind of percolating in our session together. It was sort of around the theme of what actually is it, hey Emily, that makes love thrive? What is a thriving relationship? So I'm going to tell you what the things are that I think of as thriving love and what really contributes to it, and also what the benchmarks are. They might be slightly different for you, but I'm going to share mine. So the first one is that I feel totally comfortable just being myself. I'm not trying to turn myself into a pretzel or be something or someone that I'm just fundamentally not. That's never been like a really big challenge for me, but what has been the growing edge for me around that is being myself, but also being willing to take in the feedback of what the impact is that being myself is having, and be willing to make some adjustments that don't necessarily mean shrinking myself down so I can still fully be my full expression, but also taking into consideration that a relationship involves another person. And it's really important to me to be aware of how my behavior, whether it's my tone or my impatience or my insistence about wanting a particular way, all of that has an impact. So number one, being fully myself. The second one is a big benchmark and marker for me, is that in a healthy relationship, I actually become my biggest, most expressed version of myself. And here's why that happens. A great relationship is like a really nice foundation, good solid foundation of a house, so that that house can then weather some storms and some rain and some really hot days and still stay solvent. But it actually is what allows, maybe a better analogy is a tree. You know, the deeper the roots of a tree go, the higher and more expansive the branches and the leaves can be. So when there's a really good synergy between me and the person I'm in relationship with, what I've observed is that we actually both become the best version of ourselves. Now, I've had one relationship where the opposite of that was true, and I left that relationship really because I couldn't stand who I had become around him. We were not a good fit. It was not supportive. It actually brought out some of the worst parts of myself, and that was really uncomfortable to see. So that's an important marker. Who am I being? Who am I becoming as a result of this relationship? And then the third one, and this is again my personal bias, but I think it's really important, is that it's a lot of fun, that we are mostly enjoying each other and grooving on each other and co-creating together and laughing and playing and dancing and having great sex, and just not kind of setting the bar at like mediocre or tolerating each other. I've worked with so many clients. I know a lot of women who are in a relationship because they want security, or they want to feel like somebody is, kind of in their corner and on their side. And that's reasonable, but they sometimes also really sacrifice a lot for that. So there's other things that usually have to be happening to be ensuring having a lot of fun together. Really good communication, honest and transparent communication about whatever might be getting in the way, being willing to tell the truth, being willing to look at your stuff and your shadow. But ultimately, for me, I want a relationship to be really fun and really enjoyable. So I'd be curious, what are some markers and benchmarks for you of how you know when you're in something that's thriving or something that is starting to suck or not so great? Feel free to leave it in the comments. And if you'd like this conversation, if you'd like to join more conversations on all things love, dating, and relationship, pop on over to my group. It's called The Love Room here on Facebook, and I'd love to see you there. Bye for now.